We will start today's satsang. In the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, 25th verse.
Daivameva pare yajñam yoginah paryupasate brahmagnava pare yajñam yajñenaivopajuhvati Daivameva pare yajñam Yoginah paryupasate brahmagnava pare yajñam yajñenaivopajuhvati Daivameva pare yajñam yoginah paryupasate Brahmagnava pare yajñam yajñenaivopajuhvati
Daivameva pare yajñam yogina paryupasate Brahmagnau apare yajñam yajñenaiva upajuhvati. Translation: some devotees perform acts of worship to a deity just for the sake of fortune or luck, whereas ascetics or yogis perform worship as a sacrifice into the fire of knowledge. World has only two types of religions. One, the religion of beggars, another one, religion of givers. That's all. Understand, as long as your begging pattern is alive, active, even if you are Bill Gates, you will have something to ask for. The moment giving pattern is awakened in you, even if you are in a small hut, you have something to give. There are only two types of religion in the planet Earth. Why religion? There are only two types of people in the planet Earth, in whom the asking pattern is alive, in whom the giving pattern is alive. If the giving pattern is alive in you, even your breathing will be giving. Your very presence will be a blessing. Just by your presence, you will be inspiring millions of people, thousands of people. Your presence itself will be so heavy, graceful, radiating. The pattern of asking, the pattern of giving. Man who asks worships, man who gives worshipped. That's all is the essence of religion. Who asks, worships. Who gives, worshipped. Krishna is giving the essence of religions. He is an amazing organizer. He has organized the essence of religions just in this one verse. Some devotees performs acts of worship to a deity just for the sake of fortune or luck. Just for the sake of fortune or luck. Whereas ascetics or yogis perform worship as a sacrifice into the fire of knowledge. Worship should just strengthen your feeling connection. Worship should be more like a sitting with the tremendous feeling connection. If you are worshipping with the idea of getting some special boon, or asking something special, please understand, even while you are worshipping, you will be only thinking of that continuously. Even in some puja, for some reason, some purpose, there will be so much of restlessness. And you will be sitting meditating on the boon you want, not with the deity or the guru whom you are worshipping. In Sri Ramakrishna's life, there is a beautiful incident, very beautiful incident. He was performing puja. Rani Rashmani, who built the temple, who is employer of Sri Ramakrishna, she came to temple. Please understand, Rani Rashmani was a queen, wealthy queen, who built that beautiful temple. Do you know how she built the temple? She was planning to go to Varanasi. So she prepared money, boat, all the things required to go to Varanasi and have darshan of Vishwanatha. Suddenly, Kali appeared in her dream and said, use that money and build this temple. If you see the temple, you will be shocked. Such huge temple she built with the money which she has allotted for a travel. Then understand how rich she would have been. Just for one trip, the money she allotted has become one of the world's pilgrimage center. Please understand, Dakshineshwar is not India's pilgrimage center. Now it is an international pilgrimage center. From all over the world, people throngs to Dakshineshwar. The money she allotted for one trip, and Calcutta and Varanasi are not too far away. Now, even by road, you will reach in 2 days, maximum 48 hours. Just for 48-hour travel, of course, those days, I don't know whether train was there, she would have planned to go by boat or steamers. Those days steamers were there, because British time. So she would have planned to go by steamers or boat or ship, small ships, because the traveling through Ganga is possible from Calcutta to Varanasi. Maybe she should have planned to go by boat, whatever. Just the money she allotted for a trip made a huge international pilgrimage center. Then understand, imagine how rich she would have been. She has come to her own temple. Sri Ramakrishna is just the priest of the temple. Please understand. He was not recognized as a Paramahamsa or enlightened soul or as an incarnation. No. When he was alive, maximum 200 people accepted him as an evolved spiritual soul, like an enlightened being. Maybe 2-3 young boys only accepted him as an incarnation. Please understand, even the close disciples who lived around him for 10 years, 12 years, when they record their memories, they record only as an enlightened being. They are not using the word incarnation. The word incarnation, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, was given to him only by some of his sannyas disciples, like Vivekananda, and a handful of sannyas disciples. After 25 years of his passing away only, he was accepted as an incarnation widely, socially. Anyhow, so he was just a priest. But Rani Rashmani had a great respect for him because of his great devotion to Kali, devotion to the deity. So the day Rashmani came to temple, she was sitting and trying to pray to Devi. Sri Ramakrishna did puja. Bhagavan, those days his name was Gadadhar Chattopadhyaya. Bhagavan finished all his puja and came and sat for his japa. Because in tantric tradition, japa and dhyana is part of puja. Once you perform the puja, you are supposed to do the japa to complete the puja. So the Bhagavan sat for japa, his usual japa. He saw Rani Rashmani was sitting and her mind was wandering with some problem which she is supposed to solve. Her inner space was not settled with Kali, not having feeling connection with Kali. She was thinking of some problems in restlessness. Ramakrishna is a very raw person. He did not even bother to call her or wake her or remind her. He just slapped her. Really? Literally, he just slapped her. Understand, she is not only employer of Sri Ramakrishna, she can actually cut the head of Sri Ramakrishna. Because that whole area belongs to her kingdom. She can just give a death sentence to Sri Ramakrishna, nobody can ask, nobody can oppose. It is strength and courage, spiritual conviction. He just slapped her. She was shaken. And it's in public, not private. Her son-in-law is there, who is Madhur Babu, who is the manager of all our estates. Other devotees of the temple are there, visitors are there, some other priests are there, assistants are there. The people who drive her chariot, take her palki, all of them are there. She had a boat in which her horse, her palki, her chariot, whole thing can get in. She had such a huge kind of a boat palace. Wherever she need to go in Ganga, she'll go. Where the boat stops, the horse carriage will come out, she'll go in the horse carriage on the road. So all her assistants, attendants were there around. He just slapped her. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains, you are sitting with your obsessions, not with Devi. Don't disrespect this space. If you can't sit with Devi, just be at least out of this space. Because Bhagavan was creating a beautiful energy field in that area. See, when the energy field is getting created, the interference of the wrong thoughts can dilute the intensity of the energy field. But once the energy field is created, nobody can dilute the energy field. Energy field will dilute your negativity. Understand? It is like when a tree is growing, even a small goat can eat the tree and destroy the tree, kill the tree. But if it becomes huge, you can tie even an elephant in the tree will not be disturbed, affected. So the energy field of the Dakshineshwar was growing. He was not able to tolerate the interference of Rani Rashmani. He was not able to handle it. He felt the energy field should be protected. He just slapped her and said, please do not disturb the creation of this energy field. Either you respect this space, sit here with a deep feeling connection, or move out. Any civilized, cultured man will think, he could have just told her. Why did he slap her? If he has just told and not slapped, he would have corrected only Rani Rashmani. Because he slapped, the story is still being told and thousands are being corrected. Understand, if he has just called her, tapped her, and told, Maharani, oh Rani Rashmani, please don't do this here. Leave the room. Think of your things outside. Here just sit and remember only Kali. It would have never been recorded. It would have never been referred. It will never be a lesson for millions of people who are going to come in future. Sometimes I use strong words. A very powerful verbal attack. Not only to silence these unconscious idiots, to send a lesson to the whole humanity. With that one slap, Ramakrishna has avoided thousands and thousands of Rani Rashmani's restlessness. Because of that one slap, still it is a story. It is a story, part of his history. Still it is being told, repeated, remembered, relived. If you are sitting with your fear and greed in front of a deity or God, I tell you, you are feeling connected only to your fear or greed, not to the deity or guru. Never ever do this abusal. At least my devotees, understand, I am giving this as a command to all my devotees and disciples. Please understand. If you have seen me going to temple or doing any rituals, if you observe, whenever a priest asks for any specific request or prayer, or in whose name the will, the sankalpa has to be made, means to whom all the fruits of the results of the ritual should go, always you will hear me saying, Sri Sharada Devi, Sri Ramakrishna. I have never even once told my parental name or the name which is attributed to me now. Never. I always feel, what is there to ask for? What more? It's overflowing. I always tell the priest, please make the sankalpa in the name of Sri Ramakrishna and Sharada Devi. They are the only grihasthas in our sampradaya. Sankalpa can be made only in the name of grihasthas. They are like Shiva and Parvati. You can neither call them sannyasi nor call them grihasthas. The love and attachment which Sri Ramakrishna had, I may not be able to use the word attachment, okay, love. The love and romance Sri Ramakrishna had for Sharada Devi, oh God. The pujari who receives 7 rupees salary, who can't even tie his cloth properly, can't even touch that money, 7 rupee, made 300 sovereign jewels for Sharada Devi. Still it is there. From head to toe, he has covered her with gold. And not ordinary type of jewels. The designs which he himself sees in the darshan and visions. One day he comes out of the vision, is darshan, Bhavasamadhi, and calls for the goldsmith from the Calcutta. The moment he receives the information that Paramahamsa is calling you after coming down from Bhavasamadhi, he came running. Maybe he has some message for me. Goldsmith thought he has some message for me. The moment he came, Sri Ramakrishna described certain design and said to make 2 bangles. Then Goldsmith thought, I am blessed. Bhagavan is making for Kali. Maybe you would have seen this in Bhavasamadhi. Now he is making for the Kali. So, Goldsmith was very happy. He went and made and brought it. And he said, what should I do with this now? He called Sharada Devi and said, Ma, I made it for you, please wear. Goldsmith would have been shocked, I know. Because when Bhagavan was describing, he said, I saw this bangle exactly. Sita Devi was wearing. Till the last moment she was wearing that bangle. In Indian customs in those days, if husband dies, wife cannot wear bangle or any other jewelry. She said, my husband has never died. I am living with him. He is with me. I won't remove the bangle. Nitya Sumangali. The tradition of the Nitya Sumangalitva for sannyasinis is started by Sharada Devi. Sannyasinis are Nitya Sumangalis because they live with God. She said, I am living with him. Who said he is dead? And never removed the bangle. and she had a picture of Sri Ramakrishna with which she used to talk every day. Not just worship, she used to take care of it as if he is living. He is living. She will put him to bed, morning give his regular diet, night take care, to again put him in the bed. She had a small mosquito net for that murti, for the deity. She lived with him till the end. Last day before passing away, she said, hey, I have to give lunch to Thakur. She gave the lunch to Thakur, came and rested. Hey, now night dinner you guys have to give because I am leaving. And she left the body. Still the deity is in Belur Mutt, worshipped, just next to her photograph. The photograph of Sri Ramakrishna is there, which she worshipped. If you see the romance between them, you can't say they are grihasthas, they are sannyasis. But if you see the understanding between them, you can't say they are grihasthas. Romance of a grihastha, understanding of a sannyasi. Ideal couple. I can tell you. Most ideal couple. I always tell their name whenever I make the sankalpa, in all our temple rituals or even in our ashram rituals. Now, naturally you guys also, when you do the sankalpa, from now onwards, from today, all our disciples and devotees, followers, sannyasis, brahmacharis, all our followers, our sampradaya people, should not make sankalpa in your name. You will make sankalpa only in Guru's name, my name. And naturally when you make sankalpa in my name, I don't need anything. So you also can't ask for anything. Understand? I don't need anything. You also can't ask for anything. All the rituals, all the worship has to be done just for the sake of devotion, feeling connection. Why do you think I keep this tradition alive, making sankalpa only in your Guru's name? What Sharada Devi and Sri Ramakrishna need? Nothing. So naturally when the sankalpa is made in their name, I also can't ask for anything. That's all. Let us continue the same tradition from now onwards. All of you, when you go to any temple, any ritual, anything, you will only use the word Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda. The name and the Gotra is Shiva Gotra. And if they ask what purpose, you can say it is just the purpose of devotion. Nothing else. Nothing else to ask for. Actually, you can't even use the word Shiva Gotra. You have to use the word Parabrahma Gotra because it's beyond anything. The origin is Parabrahman itself. from today, not only we will learn this great sutra of Bhagavad Gita, we will all decide to execute it. Daivameva pare yajnam yogina paryupasade brahmagnau apare yajnam yajnenaiva upajuhvati